Right there's a piece of rye.
A quick check beneath the snow
It's there, it's just not done much yet.
shows Vincennes, Indiana farmer Mike Brocksmith that a cereal rye cover crop is still on the way.
By the time we're ready to plant beans, we'll probably be planting into 4 or 5 or 6 foot tall cereal rye in May or June, and look forward to that.
Located in southwest Indiana, Mike and his wife Susan have set out to build a system that's both future and financially focused.
We raise non-GMO corn and soybeans, and we're 100% no-till and strive to be 100% cover crop.
It's a far cry from the livestock operation Mike took over from his father back in 1979. Back then, the operation focused on cows and sows, with only 100 acres of tillable land.
Really, the reason we started no-tilling was because we were such an intensive livestock farm that time was of an essence, and time spent sitting on a tractor doing tillage was wasted time to me, and no-till just made so much sense.
Our soils have changed in their tilth and their health. When we're going out there, we're finding more earthworms and more things that are growing.
Even though they dabbled in cover crops back in the 80s and 90s, today the Brocksmiths are using them on every acre.
We really like what they do for our soil types. We're mainly highly erodible soil. The main reason we went to cover crops was to reduce soil erosion. Even with no-till, we still have unacceptable soil erosion on these hills, and the cover crops have drastically changed that.
If we're losing soil, that also means we're losing money off the farm.
And this year, with a late harvest and cooler weather, plans changed.
The thing about cover crops, you need to really order the seed early, but you don't always know how things are going to work out, so you got to be flexible.
They've also added terraces, grassed waterways, rock chutes, and water and sediment control basins.
It's very visible. The most visible times after a heavy rainfall event, when you see water running off your farm and it's clear, and you see water running off a neighbor's farm and it's brown and muddy. I mean, that's a pretty dramatic proof that, makes you have comfort you're doing the right thing.
Things they've been willing to share with folks around them.
Let's use other people to bring about change and make it happen faster, because we're talking and going, oh yeah, well I tried this and this worked here, well maybe it'll work over here.
Your organic matter, you can tell the difference there.
Whether it's food plots or wildlife habitat,
I think we're naturalists at heart, and we love wildlife. Neither one of us are hunters, but we love seeing deer and turkey and quail.
or implementing something new, they've always been willing to try.
We haven't been afraid to try. We've made a lot of mistakes, probably been made fun of, but that's okay. We were doing what we thought was right.
I credit the success to my husband. He has been the main driving force, but I also credit the advances we're able to make with technology.
Preserving the legacy of their farm.
I think we try to live humbly, but it feels good to be honored for doing stuff that you know is right.
And the land and water that comes with it.